Hey everybody, it's Andy from Mion, and I just wanted to show you some of these beautiful oysters that I saw today that were really fresh at the fish market. My oyster shucking knife right here is really flimsy. I can almost like bend this whole thing. That's not gonna work for me. So like a butter knife here is gonna work better for me. And normally, like to protect your hand, sure, you can use a little cloth or something like that. Just stick it into this little wedge right here and try to pry this open. Still working on this oyster. It's really giving me a hard time. There we go. Once you kind of jab your shucking knife in there, again, my blade's too, this is like a version of this knife. But once I jab my knife in here, I can see like I've kind of broken through the surface at this stage. Damn it. Man, I am struggling so hard here. Oh, but we shall persevere. You know, I can see that oyster flesh in there. It's huge. This thing is like right up to the top shell. Come on, Bessie. Let's get in here. Give us a little cut. And there we go. Man, that was difficult. What you want to do at this stage is just kind of go in from the bottom and separate this meat from the sides right here. And all I'm gonna do is cut this little muscle that's in the bottom here, and then I'm gonna flip the oyster to present it a little better. So that's separated the muscle, and then just to flip it over, you can just flip it like this. So I'm sorry, that was such a hard oyster to shuck for me. I really struggled with it, but that's, you know, sometimes you gotta persevere. You gotta keep on moving on. I'm gonna save these other 5 for when my wife gets home. It's early in the morning. It's like, I don't know, it's like 10:30. But I think this is a great way to start the day. Oh my God, super briny. Super meaty. Wow. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. That's so good. Anyways, maybe a little mignonette if you want, but it's amazing just by itself. I'm gonna try to redeem myself. I think maybe because these are so big, I just had a hard time getting the shell off in one piece. So we're gonna try this again. You know, get my little butter knife out and my faux shucking knife that kind of is poor quality, and we'll go ahead and get started. To go in here, make your incision. Usually, you could keep a towel or something here to protect your hand, and just wiggle this a little bit back and forth. All right, let's see if I can go in from there. Right? Maybe I'll protect my hand a little bit. Come on, Bessie. Oh, and once you kind of get here, you know, I might not get it in one piece, but we can kind of lift it off like that, and just scrape this top little muscle right here and take that off. That's a beautiful, huge oyster. And yeah, again, you know, just kind of clean this up a little bit, and then we're just gonna go in here and slide our knife along the bottom, and that should do it for us. I still got a little bit of connection here. You know, just flip them over like that. And what we end up with is this beautiful oyster. Maybe I'll deep fry this one. I am gonna deep fry this oyster, you know? A little bit of oil in the bottom of your pot. Let's get this hot, and then, yeah, I'll bread my little oyster up that's sitting right here. And we'll cook it up. Do a little standard breading procedure. This is my beautiful giant oyster right here. Got a little bit of flour. I got 1 quail egg. So we can mash that up. All right, good. You know, do we want a little more egg? Maybe, but I'm just gonna do this and we're gonna call it a day. And then I got a little bit of breadcrumbs here. So my oil right here is not quite smoking. If you don't have a thermometer handy and you're just trying to figure out if your oil is hot enough, take a little piece of herb and throw it in there and it should pop and crackle. Good. All right, cool. So this oil is ready to go. I'm gonna turn down my heat a teeny tiny bit to get this kind of at a more stable temperature. And let's go ahead and bread up this little oyster. So all I'm gonna do is just kind of dry it off. You know, be gentle with it. Try not to break it apart. I'm just gonna hit it with a little flour. I put some salt in the flour. Nice, that's kind of where we're at. Give it a little egg. Yeah, I could have used a little more egg, but I just had one little oyster, so I did one baby quail egg. Let's friggin' breadcrumb this. Cool. So what we end up with is this nicely coated little guy that looks like this. And this is what's gonna go into our hot oil right here. Cool. We're just gonna cook this up. Man, my oil is so hot. This has been going for like 10 seconds. Look at it. Oof. All right, nice little 10-second fry. This is friggin' done. Look at this. That is our little deep fried oyster. We're gonna go ahead and hit that with some lemon juice and eat it. Plate this, I just cleaned out the little oyster shell that it came from. You know, a little bit of lemon might be nice. And you know, I could just sit this right in here. I think that would be a cute way to receive it, almost as it's given to you, just with some deep fried-ish-ness. So I do wonder if deep frying these, I wonder if that's the move here. So I'm just gonna hit this with a little lemon. You know, some hot sauce might be cool. A little Tabasco on there. God, I think this is the move. Oh my God, it's super meaty. The frying, it's really nice. It goes great with the hot sauce. Oh, I kind of want to cook the rest of them, but I shouldn't. I hope you enjoyed this video. Try it, it's awesome.